favorite song. I put my thing in motion. I do it all night long. I got a move for you. I like the way that sounds. I'm about to do it for you. I'm finna break it down. This joint has got me open. Ooh, that's my favorite song. I put my thing in motion. I do it all night long. Here I go again. I gotta get on that. I need the most. I gave no more. You did it to me like you played this game before. I need the most. I gave no more. You did it to me like you played this game before. You did it to me like you played this game before. You did it to me like you played this game before. It seems so official. Boy, I waited, dodging plays just to get you. They've been saying things that's to negate it, still I kept you. This shit seem automatic, a habit I ain't into. You don't really want me now. You know there's always someone now. You did it to me like you played this game. I did the most. I gave the most. You did it to me like you played this game before. I did the most. I gave the most. You did it to me like you played this game before. You did it to me like you played this game before. You did it to me like you played this game before. Throw hands in the air, so I can't bring that ass anywhere. You don't wanna flame, bring that ass over here, boy. Turn it like a contest, how you wanna stare? Your attention span probably long as your hair. True, if you're true, why you gotta dare? Ooh, some win and some gotta lose. You really need love too, else no cool. It is not me nor them, just you. Acting like a fiend, but perk don't suit. Act 17 when you're 32. Cause it's too clean and it hurt me too, so I can't intervene on your escapades. Cause I ain't really trying to be the next to pay and be the next to say I gotta expedite. I can see it in your eyes when you flex your dangerous. Yeah, I need the most. I gave the most. You did it to me like you played this game before. I need the most. I gave the most. You did it to me like you played this game before. I need the most. I gave the most. You did it to me like you played this game before. I need the most. I need the most. You played this game before. Baby, don't make me spell it out for you. All of the feelings that I got for you can't be explained, but I can try for you. Yeah, baby, don't make me spell it out for you. You keep on asking me the same questions. Why? And second guessing all my intentions. Should know by the way I use my compression that you got the answers to my confessions. It's like I'm powerful with a little bit of tender and emotional sexual bender. Mess me up, yeah, but no one does it better. There's nothing better. That's just the way you make me feel. 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 So good, so good, so fucking real. That's just the way you make me feel. That's just the way you make me feel. That's just the way you make me feel. You know I love you, so please don't stop it. You got me right here in your jean pocket, right now, laying your body on the shag carpet. Oh, know I love it, so please don't stop it. It's like I'm powerful with a little bit of tender and emotional, sexual bender. Mess me up, yeah, but no one does it better. There's nothing better. That's just the way you make me feel. That's just the way you make me feel. So fucking real. That's just the way you make me feel. That's just the way you make me feel. Oh, that's just the way that I feel now, baby. Good God, I can't help it. Hey, that's just the way that I feel. Yeah, please, I can't help it. It's like I'm powerful with a little bit of tender and emotional, sexual bender. Mess me up, yeah, but no one does it better. There's nothing better. Damn. That's just the way you make me feel. That's just the way you make me feel. So fucking that's just the way you make me feel. That's just the way you make me feel. That's just the way you make me feel. You make me feel. Your eyes, you think they shake your thighs in a room full of all the hope and take the skies. Your eyes, you think they shake your thighs in a room full of all the hope and take the skies. I run out of stuff, so I don't know what to do. You walk until you find the things you thought you knew. It's weird because I was listening to their conversation the other day. He said, I like this. You don't know me? You don't know me anymore. You think you shake your thighs in a room full of all the hope and take the skies. You don't know me anymore. You think you shake your thighs in a room full of all the hope and take the skies. I run until I find my lungs. I thought you had a clue. You walk until you find the things in me you thought you knew. I run until I find my lungs. I thought you had a clue. You walk until you find the things in me you thought you knew. And I don't know you. There's zero judgment. There's a free room. You don't know me anymore. You think you shake your thighs in a room full of all the hope and take the skies. You don't know me anymore. You think you're running away. You think you're getting away. Hey, hey, hey. Boom, boom, boom. You think you're running away. You think you're getting away. You think you're gon' hide, but I got your mind on mine. You're really running or you get so fast. Don't let this shit come up and so let you get that far. Lady, you're a star, darling, lead the way. I'll be down if I leave you and don't find you. I am such a typical girl. That picture in your your head. I am not your typical girl. Work hard and I work harder. I am not your typical girl. So be that picture in your head. I am not your typical girl. Work hard and I work harder. Sweet young God, don't give me in a paper cut. I put you with my eyes, oh, and they call me shy. They just watching the what's in my mind. These gray grays won't let me lie. Midnight, eyes wide, feels like I'm at the river sky. Gray grays come down, they whisper to me quiet. I'm alive, I'm alive, I'm alive. I am not your typical girl. So be that picture in your head. I am not your typical girl. Work hard and I work harder. I am not your typical girl. So be that picture in your head. I am not your typical girl. Work hard and I work harder. 매주 하는 생각. What if it's just me? 영화 한 편 끝나듯이 as real as it can be. 급했던 기억들은 where I can't just see. 창문 없는 방에 when I am so free. Mother Russia in my cup, and my glass is fogging up. Oh yeah, hey dog, hey what's up? Oh yeah, hey dog, hey what's up? When the sweaty walls are banging, I don't fuck with family planning. Make it rain, girl, make it rain. 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 하는 생각. What if it's just me? 영화 한 편 끝나듯이 as real as it can be. 급급했던 기억들은 where I can't just see. 창문 없는 방에 when I am so free. Mother Russia in my cup, and my glass is fogging up. Oh yeah, hey dog, hey what's up? Oh yeah, hey dog, hey what's up? When the sweaty walls are banging, I don't fuck with family planning. Make it rain, girl, make it rain. 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 Make it rain, girl, make it. Mother Russia in my cup. Make it rain, girl, make it rain. 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 가만히 서 있던 자리 Nobody can really find me. 영원한 방에 잠시 When I am so free to find me. listen up, y'all, cause this is it. The beat that I'm banging is delicious.
Burgerlicious definition make them boys go loco. They want my treasures so they get their pleasures from my photo. You can see me, you can't squeeze me. I ain't easy, I ain't sleazy. I got reasons why I tease them. Boys just come and go like seasons. Burgerlicious, so delicious. But I ain't promiscuous, and if you were suspicious, all that shit is fictitious. I blow kisses that puts them boys on rock, and they be lining down the block just to watch what I got. So delicious. It's hot, so delicious. I put them boys on rock, so delicious. They want a taste of what I got. Burgerlicious. Taste. Burgerlicious, that. Burgerlicious, that. Burgerlicious, that. Burgerlicious definition make them boys go crazy. They always claim they know me, coming to me, call me Stacy. I'm the F to the E, R, G, the I, the E, and can no other lady put it down like me. I'm Burgerlicious, so delicious. My body stay vicious. I be up in the gym, just working on my fitness. He's my witness. I put your boy on rock, and he be lining down the block just to watch what I got. So delicious. It's hot, so delicious. I put them boys on rock, so delicious. They want a taste of what I got. Burgerlicious. Hold up. Check it out. Blame it, baby. If you really want me, honey, get some fish. Maybe then you get it taste. I've been tasting. I've been laced with lacing. It's so tasting. It'll make you crazy.
To the A, to the S-T-E-Y, girl, you tasty. To the A, to the S-T-E-Y, girl, you tasty. To the E, to the L-I-C-I-O, you tasty. To the E, to the hit it, Fergie.
All the time I turn around, brothers gather around, always looking at me up and down, looking at my. I just wanna say it now, I ain't trying to round up drama, little mama, I don't wanna take it man. And I know I'm coming off just a little bit conceited, and I keep on repeating how the boys wanna eat it, but I'm trying to tell that I can't be treated like clientele, cause they say she delicious.
So delicious.
But I ain't promiscuous, and if you were suspicious, all that shit is fictitious. I blow kisses that puts them boys on rock, and they be lining down the block just to watch what I got.
Oh, 3, 2, 1.
My body stay vicious. I be up in the gym just working on my fitness. He's my witness. I put your boy on rock, and he be lining down the block just to watch what I got. So delicious. So delicious. So
Don't want to feel you, don't want you on my mind. Don't want to feel you, don't want you on my mind. Don't want to feel you, don't want you on my mind. On my mind, on my mind. Why would I leave if you were everything I wanted you to be? When I saw what you did, who you were with, got me questioning the things that I believe. So I ask myself, do I let you go? Do I keep you in the frame of my mind? Now I'm growing wise to your sugar-coated lies. Nothing sweet about my misery. Yeah. I finally found what went wrong. I finally found the wrong in you. I finally found what went wrong. I finally found the wrong in you. Don't want to feel you. Don't want you on my mind. Don't want to feel you. Don't want you on my mind. Don't want to feel you. Don't want you on my mind. On my mind. On my mind. Mind. You again. Why'd you call? I don't need to hear you crying out my name. Like before, when you and I lay eye to eye, now it's time for you to taste the bitter end. So I ask myself, do I let you go? Or do I keep you in the frame of my mind? Now I'm growing wise to your sugar-coated lies. Nothing sweet about my misery. I finally found what went wrong. I finally found the wrong in you. I finally found what went wrong. I finally found the wrong in you. Don't want to feel you. Don't want you on my mind. Don't want to feel you. Don't want you on my mind. Don't want to feel you. Don't want you on my mind. My mind.
Limon agad pag may mapaing tumaan, lalo na pag maganda ang katawan, at saka nakakalokong kaming lahat ay pinatapalaman. Wala kaming mga asawa at nobya, hindi pa rin naman kami pumapalya. Mahilig kami sa pagkaganda, kawan ang aming nakikita, lalo tayo na akin pa. Lumalabas ang aming pagkalalaki pag merong magagandang mga babae, lalo na pag mga katawan ay tumigilig. Kaming lahat ay pinatapalaman. Wala kaming mga asawa at nobya, hindi pa rin naman kami pumapalya. Mahilig kami sa magaganda, kawan ang aming nakikita, lalo tayo na ating pa.
You should know that I've got you on my mind, your secret admirer. I've been watching you. At night I think of you. I want to be your lady, baby. The game is on, give me a call, boo. Go deeper if you can come correct with your game, boy. No, you can't be lame, boy. But if you can please me, then my love will come easy. I'll do anything you want. Freak me, boy. I'm thinking of you. At night, I think of you. I want to be your
It's not time to get started. It's time to call it off.
I've been trying to find a reason to keep us together. Try to make up my bed of lies and call the now my shelter. It's time to call off. And this time it's not my fault. It's time to walk out the door. It's time to get going. It's time to walk out the door. It's time to. You tried to blindfold me from the pain you breathe in. You said you'll never leave. You had me blame myself, question my mental health like I'm the one who needed questioning. It's time to call off. And this time, it's not my fault. It's time to call off. And this time, it's not my fault. Just get niggas out of life. No more fake cigarettes, get out. Listen up, I'm saving you from all the ways you do.
It's gonna make me feel when it's time to know. You already know. I'm up in the corner with the money on my face. She might get it poppin' on my wife before the girl. I already know. All I need is right on any time when I turn it on. You know how I get to live when I turn it on. And do my behavior when I turn it on. Too fast, I ask me like, oh, let's go. Do it all. When you're wrong, so you want. Remember you won't tell nobody, no. Remember you won't tell nobody, no. I'm not playing fashion on a nigga neck, girl. I might tell your girl you about it, let you know. Standing on the table, rising, rising. You know who to call anytime when I turn it on. You know how I get to live when I turn it on. Can't handle my behavior when I turn it on. Too fast, I ask me like, oh, let's go. Do it all. When a nigga wrong, so you want.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to our 23rd Luya open mic. We are virtual and streaming to YouTube and Twitch and Facebook for the first time. No Zoom today, so we'll see how this goes. This is kind of weird because I can see myself, but I literally cannot see any of you. So feel free to go off in the comments wherever you are watching from. We can see them all. We'd love to see your comments, and we can throw them up on the screen too. We have a cute little show planned out for you today, and we also have our collective poem like usual. Y'all can go to tiny.cc/Luya23 and contribute a line to our collective poem, which we will read at the end of our show. We have a smaller lineup than usual today, so each of our poets has a little bit of extra time to show off their work to you. And sorry, I'm distracted because I can hear my roommates in the other room like yelling, because that's what it's like in a pandemic and you live with people. I love this. Okay, so I'm gonna go over our slightly edited rules for our open mic. Our respect the mic, respect the space rules still apply in the sense that if you are in the comments and you are commenting on people's things, don't be mean, right? Just don't be disrespectful. That's great. One of our other rules is that the crowd creates the vibe. So part of creating that vibe online in the cloud with you all is, one, have as much fun as you possibly can wherever you are. Like, even if you're alone in your room and it feels kind of weird to be like, oh my God, damn, and snapping to people's poems, just do it. No one can see you. Who's gonna judge you, right? And then, of course, like I already said, please go off in the comments. If people say lines in their poems that you really like, feel free to, comment in there about how much you love their poems. Every poet will have their social media displayed while they're performing, so you should go ahead and follow them on Instagram, Twitter, etc. And yeah, make sure that you're comfortable. Like, this would be a great time to go and grab a drink. This would be a great time to grab a snack. I have a snack next to me. I don't have a drink right now, but at intermission, you best believe I'm going to go to my kitchen and pour myself some tequila. So get comfortable for the show. And at Luya, we understand that anything can be a trigger. Repeat after me. At Luya, we understand that anything can be a trigger. Wow, great. Y'all are so good at paying attention. Since we're not in person, it's really easy. If something is triggering you on the broadcast, just step outside of the room or hit mute. No one's going to know and no one's going to judge you. Also, poets, we highly encourage you to give a content warning or trigger warning before your poem if you know that it might contain some sensitive material. But we also recognize that anything can be a trigger. So sometimes performers may not be able to predict what your triggers may be. So if someone doesn't give a content warning before their poem, it's okay. Know that you can take care of yourself and pause the stream if you need to. And last but not least, perhaps one of our most important rules, if not our most famous rule. Okay, everybody take a deep breath and repeat after me. At Luya, we do not tolerate fuckery. I can't hear you, but I can feel your energy through the screen. Fuckery includes, but is not limited to, racism, sexism, misogyny, homophobia, transphobia, disrespecting people's gender pronouns. And, when we're online and we can hide behind screens, I feel like we get a little bolder, we get a little disrespectful of the rules. So remember, if you are commenting, no fuckery, please. And with that, I am super, super excited to bring up our first performer of the night, who I think is performing at their first Luya ever, maybe. Yeah, I see them nodding. So this person who you are about to see is one of my friends and also a fantastic community organizer, healer, like They are just truly a fantastic human being. They are at Kitikili. You can see their name scrolling across the screen. And on deck, we have Imogen. But right now, please make some noise, everybody, in the comfort of your homes for Danielle.
Okay, can everyone hear me? Is it good? Can y'all hear me? All right, cool. So I did write a poem, but since we have a little extra time, we're at home. I picked up the guitar again, and this is just a song I've been kind of singing during pandemic. If y'all know it, feel free to sing along at home. And yeah, here you go. Why is it so hard to accept that the party is over? You came with your new friends and her mom jeans and her new Vans, and she's perfect and I hate it. Oh, so glad you made it. Oh, so glad you could come by. Somebody grab the taco. Somebody spark the blunt. Let's start the narcos off at episode 1. Bring the gin, got the juice. Bring the sin, got that too. Oh, just shut up. No, you're my favorite. Am I warm enough for you outside, baby? Tell me if it's warm enough for you. Warm enough outside, inside me. Warm enough for you outside, baby. Tell me if it's warm enough for you. Warm enough outside, inside me. I get so lonely, I forget what I'm worth. We get so lonely, we pretend that this works. I'm so ashamed of myself, think I need therapy. I'm sorry I'm not more attractive. I'm sorry I'm not more ladylike. I'm sorry I don't shave my legs at night. I'm sorry I'm not your baby mama. I'm sorry you got karma coming to you, collecting, soaking it. Warm enough for you outside, baby. Tell me if it's warm enough for you. Warm enough outside, inside me. Warm enough for you outside, baby. Tell me if it's warm enough for you. Warm enough outside, inside me. Sorry, I'm so quick. Sorry, I just need to see you. I'm sorry, I'm so clingy. I don't mean to be a lie. Do you really wanna love me down like you say you do? Give it to me like you say you do. 'Cause it's hard enough, you gotta treat me like this. Lonely enough to let you treat me like this. Do you really love me? Or just want to love me down? Warm enough for you outside, baby. Tell me if it's warm enough for you. Warm enough outside, inside me. Warm enough for you outside, baby. Tell me if it's warm enough for you. Warm enough outside, inside me. Okay, and then there's that song. I don't know how everybody's reacting, but I hope everybody found that okay.
You were amazing. I'm so excited. You'll see in the recording, the comments were going off.
Thank y'all. I was nervous, but I was really feeling the love. So yeah, thank you, everyone.
There was a lot of love to go around. I'm excited for your next piece. I'm gonna let you take it away, Danielle.
Yeah, for sure. So everybody, people who know me know that I like to talk a lot. I also in honor of Leo season, my uncle who passed, I really love astrology. I want to honor my Leo rising and my uncle's Leo moon, you know, with the Lionsgate portal that was on 8/8. You know, I'm really feeling all these like protective and like nurturing vibes and everything. I see you, Nicole. I love you. I see you, Soul. Oh my gosh. Okay, cool. Anyways, and Desmond. Wow. Okay, I gotta chill. As you can see, I'm very stimulated right now. But I wrote this poem. I really felt called to the prompt. I'm like curious. I'm like, Chris, were we like in sync or something? And, you know, at first I really felt like I was going to come hard with this, like, you know, be real rough about it. And, you know, just channeling Leo energy. It's like learning how to handle this all with grace, right? So this is a poem about how to break a curse and how I process it. Okay, I got to chill. So it goes, let's talk about accountability. What happens when someone's public life isn't rooted in reality? Individually and collectively, the parallels are beckoning. Speaking on light and healing, yet in private, poorly dealing. Painted as fragility, taking advantage of others' vulnerability. Where is your water? Blurring the lines with mine. As the moon will push and pull, the water will bend, an image distorted. But in stillness, we see clearly. A curse feeds off of the shadows and wounds no one tends to. But like the sun, gives life and illuminates, I hold the ability to concentrate. I am the phoenix. I am fire. I hold the power to transform and incinerate. Do not underestimate my peaceful nature. At the end of the day, I am love, I am freedom, and I am my protector. Will your gains be chained by constraining the blood in someone else's veins? Remember, we control the channels and the floodgates. When we learn how to navigate the landscape, when we honor each infinite dimension, we can denounce all dark intentions. Remember, love is the currency of the universe, and you are abundance. Remember, a mirror is not a destiny, and that these reflections will guide and show me how to break a curse. And there you go. That's my poem. Thank you.
Wow, Danielle, that was amazing. Thank you so much. If y'all want to follow Danielle on social media, they are at Kitty Keeley. Their name is scrolling across the bottom. That was wonderful. I hope y'all are celebrating like crazy in your houses right now, because that was the first time that Danielle has ever performed at Luya.
Yeah.
And you killed it. I just want to show some of the comments right now. We have a bunch of fire emojis from Rohan. Saul was like, rewind. Okay, like snaps for that phoenix metaphor. People have goosebumps out here. Okay. So are y'all ready for our next performer? Thank you, Danielle.
Thank you.
Okay, our next performer is Imogen. Imogen, are we ready? Yes? Awesome. Hi. Ooh, Imogen, we got an echo going on right now.
I don't know how that's
Imogen, try speaking now. Okay, y'all, while Imogen fixes their audio, I guess I'm going to go. I wrote a poem a while back, not exactly about curses or cursing people, but just about like calling on your ancestors for support. So I'm going to read that, and then another newer poem. Okay, so this poem is called Notes on Being the First. If you were at the Luya last year, whose theme was ancestors, I believe, then you've heard this one. Also, remember to Venmo or Cash App us if you're enjoying the show. He says he's never been with someone like me, and the look that follows is a glance only people like us can share. In an instant, the chasm of our ancestry fans out and reminds us of all of our caged guilt. And though our cultures are so far from one another, we both know what erasure feels like. How a gaze can strip your history of all its meaning. How a touch can make your ancestors turn in their graves. I tell him, I check all the boxes, don't I? Good job for your first Asian, queer, foreign, mixed girl. Call me diversity. I know this is a joke I can only say to someone like him. We're both fetishes for different reasons. If it applies to both of us, does it cancel out? How wonderful it is to be with someone who understands your history. Yet it's almost as if the umbrella our cultures nestle under destroys their nuance. I want to draw a through line from the past to the future, but he is only concerned with the present. I can name the feast days where his ancestors ripple with joy. I have marked down the anniversaries of his people's pain. I wonder, can he name any of our rebellions? Does he know that what my people were before our bloodline was colonized? To him, I am the first of my kind, and I know what a gift it must be. Or maybe just a novelty, a strange taste before he returns to what he is used to, a plunge into a new ocean that he is always gasping for. I ride the wave and I shimmer. The responsibility weighs in my chest, but he only sees the glitter. So I give him the sparkle. Let him say queer or bi or mixed or half white or part Asian or whatever else makes him comfortable. They swim in my river but never dip a finger in their own history. And they wonder why they're always looking for the truth but never find it. So I go quietly. But my ancestors know how he turned body from gift to possession. How he spat upon their offering when the body refused to do his bidding. He doesn't know what's coming. He doesn't know they are already here. And that's my first poem. Thank you for the rewinds. And then this is a short poem that I wrote, or that I started writing after a action that happened here in Chicago in Grant Park, where the police were really violent and awful. This poem is called 2032. All my friends can't hang anymore, can't keep their eyes open past 10 p.m. We wake up in time to catch the tail end of the sunrise. We are all morning people now. We stopped sleeping with one eye open. Of course, the kids don't even say hang anymore. They have new incantations to enchant their joy. Their lexicon is a set of unknown spells, and it's so magical to be outdated and alive. All my friends write sweet poems now, lollipop stanzas. They pull sugar through all the syllables, a rush of gratitude in their smiles. How lucky we are with our front yards and our gardens teeming with children and summer fruits. How opulent to know peace and to never have to ask if everyone made it home safe. And that's that piece. So hopefully we have our mic issue sorted. Let's try again. So welcome to the stage, the virtual stage, Imogen.
Hi again. Sorry about that.
Awesome. You sound great.
Okay, good. I'm really glad to hear that. Still trying to figure out how to work this. But anyway, so I'm going to read this. I don't know. Hopefully it should be 4 minutes. It's called A Love Letter from a Grateful Migrant. Since birth, I felt unwanted, the orphan of an unnatural marriage, left at doorsteps of supposed kind strangers, though they've only shown the interior rot of their uncared for existence. They don masks of horror as I reveal my need for them to extend my life force. I display my attachment as a gesture of affection to only face an onslaught of exclusion from clannish fighters. I thought symmetry was the measure of utmost beauty in their world of judgment, and a crown the royalty they needed to worship as the inheritors of an ancient empire. But they claimed independence from my devotion, refused to congregate to hear my declaration of love for all, of our interdependence. My presence gifted them knowledge of their deficiencies. Our alliance would have strengthened all if they just quelled their defensive reactions. Still, they didn't care to listen. Their only thought was to chase me out, leave me to die alone in weakness. But I found a savior, a carrier to take me across land and oceans, where a regal Grecian maiden lit the fire of hope with her upheld beacon. The welcome I received revived my aspirations from the lion-maned head of a prideful nation, refusing to shun this rejected and dejected stranger. Supported by his loyal approving team from the height of government to the adoring base, at the ready to denounce any wayward gesture, silence all errant dissenters, united to humble at my service. I knew then that the mythical Elysium exists here, O land of the free, whose brave souls willingly embrace me, gather at my hailing, issuing naysayers, renouncing so-called experts, assembling the children to come unto me, keeping faith with the unseen that brings power unrestrained, just like me, O my kindred. Rumors of selfishness haunted me with weariness. The generosity of this colorful tapestry of union dispel all my misgivings. Ever willing to dispense with fellow compatriots by degrees proportionate to melanoid shading, seek justice against those with the visit of my past tormentors, even sacrifice familial ties to make me feel at home. And I do. You like me. You really, really like me. I want to shout from the rooftops with the strength you've given from your collective bronchial vitality. I have planted my roots here. It is here where I have prospered. I have found my love. Oh, a people worthy of my allegiance. Oh, my America.
That was awesome, Imogen. Do you have another piece for us or just one today?
I have a very short piece I just wrote today.
Can we hear it? We love new shit.
Yeah.
Okay. Take it away.
So new, I have no name for it. So, I'm the wrong kind of minority woman whose tragedies allow armchair activists to cosplay a triage nurse. I'm the wrong kind of minority poet whose crimson spine stands sur les pointes, the must-have porcelain ballerina for the woke Zoom background. Love me some of your attention, some of your distribution reach. But today you've opened only one eye, while sleepers glue the other lasso shut, elongating a dream, existence lit by white light, just yet to be refracted into a rainbow.
I don't know if you can hear me like snapping through my mic, but thank you so much for joining us, Imogen. Everybody, please check out @Poets and Muses on Instagram and on Twitter. subscribe to their email list. Imogen does a lot of really cool programming through Poets and Muses, so make sure you give them a follow. Next up, we have Luya. Luya, are you ready?
Hi. Yes, I'm ready. Thank you for having me tonight, Chris and Sarah.
Thank you for coming. Before we get to that, though, real quick, I want to remind everybody that we have a collective poem going on. So you can go to, where'd it go? You can go here, tiny.cc/Luya23 to contribute to our collective poem. And then we'll read it out to close out the show. You can also donate. We support your artists. Venmo, we have, nope, there we go. We have a Venmo or a Cash App at Luya Poetry or $ Luya Poetry. Whatever you can give is cool. Obviously, it's a pandemic. We know a lot of people are broke and hurting for it, so we won't judge you if you can't. But if you are privileged enough to have one of those good salary jobs with, benefits and insurance, open your purse. And with that, Luya, I'm super excited to hear your poetry today.
Yeah.
All right,
Thank
go ahead.
You. Oh. So I'm gonna do two pieces. So one is a poem, which is very, very new. I wrote it last month, and I haven't exactly practiced reading it out loud yet. And then my audio is like, I just don't want to cut into my time. Okay, so I'll be reading a poem, and then after that, I will be doing a song with a title that corresponds to today's curses theme. So okay, so this is the first one. My alternate self. I wear a different name because there is nothing to heal from. I know where I am from. I don't have to question how enough I have to be. I am simply blessed with the gift of abundance. I get asked about home and do not fall apart. Nobody gets sick or leaves or makes me question if an ending means the end. Maybe here, my friends are not distant figments, but rather people I can hold. They reach for me and I come to them, our voices forming a melody that plays on, and we are never alone. But we speak of our experiences like visitors to our own story, distantly remembering, as if we could press our wounds and draw only water. Our languages keep us safe. Our languages listen. Our languages wait for their words to spill out of our mouths, honeyed with the sweetness of understanding. We have waited for so many years to feel alive within our bodies. We don't have to translate anymore. Part 2. Affirmation. After Asada Shakur. I believe in my body, the way it upholds, despite all that threatens to bring it down. The way it has survived years of disenfranchised scrutiny. The way it holds distance like an old friend. The way it wants to believe in the pureness of people's hearts. The way it understands that its own heart isn't always pure. I believe in my heart. I believe that caring for myself is an act of tenderness. I believe in holding space for things, growth, anger, feelings, but also music, laughter over brunch, and water flowing. When I do not hold space, I am not listening. I cannot write towards freedom without freeing my own heart. I believe in the miracle of my youth. I believe in my 6-word memoir and all the goodbyes I'll never say. I believe in the graduations, milestones that were taken from me. I believe in understanding. Nothing can replace what I have lost, but I will make something new, and it will take me through this. Okay, so that was the first poem. I'm just like checking the comments. Can y'all hear me okay?
Um, Sometimes you're a little bit quiet, so if you can just need to make your volume a little bit louder, that would be awesome. Also, invoking Asada Shakur during a Luya open mic, wow, we love it. We love to see it. You ready for your second piece?
Yes. I'm gonna try and this time it's a song, so I'm not. Hopefully, I
Ooh,
will be a bit louder. Okay. Yeah.
okay.
So let's go. Hold on. Okay. That's what we call an ad. Hold on. Commercial break. Okay, cool. I remember all of the things that I thought I wanted to be. So desperate to find a way out of my world and finally breathe. Right before my eyes, I saw my heart, it came to life. This ain't easy, it's not meant to be. Every story has its scars. But when the pain cuts you deep, and when the night keeps you from sleeping, just look and you will see that I will be your remedy. When the world seems so cruel and your heart makes you feel like a fool, I promise you will see that I will be your remedy. No river is too wide or too deep for me to swim to you. Come whatever, I'll be the shelter that won't let the rain come through. Your love, it is my truth, and I will always love you, love you. When the pain cuts you deep, and when the night keeps you from sleeping, just look and you will see that I will be your remedy. When the world seems so cruel and your heart makes you feel like a fool, I promise you will see that I will be your remedy. So thank you. That's all I have for you today.
Wait, like it took me a minute. I was like, wait, there's no more. That's it. It's over. Um, that was phenomenal. Thank you so much. I had no idea you could sing like that. Please sing more.
Thank
At the
you.
next Luya, I expect songs as well. Okay, everyone. So we are going to take a quick 10-minute intermission, during which I'm definitely going to go get a drink. I don't know about y'all. We're going to play some tunes for you and see you back here in 10 minutes. And then we're going to get right along with the show with our next performer. So don't run away.
October, and we just came to an end. I'm just sorry that there ain't no time left. You and I were over, me and you are done. When I wanted to be closer, you just wanted to run. Though I know it's no one's fault. If I've learned anything at all with us, no matter how I had it all, 1 + 1 is none. You've been on my mind for a while now, trying to get you off cause this ain't right now. You said it was a vibe for the time being. It was nothing more but I just couldn't see it. This is not a song for the whole world. Felt like it could have been us against the whole world. Baby, you were mine and I was your girl. Whatever happened to the time that we spent sober? I take back what I said. I'm sitting with this love hangover. Boy, it's hurting my head. It's the middle of October, and we just came to an end. I'm just sorry that there ain't no time left. You and I were over, me and you are done. When I wanted to be closer, you just wanted to run. Though I know it's no one's fault. If I've learned anything at all with us, no matter how I had it all, 1 + 1 is none. I've been at this party for some time now, sipping on Bacardi till it runs out.
You should have been downtown. The people are rising. We thought it was a lockdown. They opened the fire. Them bullets was flying. Who said it was a lockdown? Goddamn lie. Oh my, time heals all, but you out of time now. Judge gotta watch us from the clock tower. Little tear gas cleared the whole place out. I'll be back with the hazmat for the next round. We was trying to protest and the fires broke out. Look out for the secret agents, they be planted in the crowd. Said it's civil unrest, but you sleep so sound like you don't hear the screams when we catching beat down. Staying quiet when they killing niggas, but you speak loud when we ride. Got opinions coming from a place of privilege, sicker than the COVID. How they did them on the ground, speaking of the COVID, cause it's still going around. Won't you tell me about the looting? What's that really all about? Cause they throw away black lives like paper towels plus unemployment rate. What, 40 million now? Killed a man in broad day. Might never see a trial. We just wanna break chains like slaves in the South. Started in the North End, but we in the downtown. Riot cops try to block, now we got a showdown. Down. You should have been downtown. The people are rising. We thought it was a lockdown. They opened the fire. Them bullets was flying. Who said it was a lockdown? Goddamn lies. Downtown, where I got popped with the rubber bullet tray down. Got it in my name now. I'm a shooter. Never understand why they do it. Someone cut the channel off the news before I lose it. I ain't even tripping. If you with it, then we lose it. Let me put this Luya in the back of Suzuki. Oh, he had to break it down so smoothly. They gon' say it's not about race, but we move it. Oh, wow, got the tray pound, had to put in my name. Wish a nigga play now. Any given day, I'll be headed to the pulpit. Say a little prayer, matter of fact, I need 2 of them. Ooh, won't he do it? Won't he do it? Ooh, this ain't 92, so we in the new rules. Niggas got hips, so we don't lose the projects. Out the hero deal with my little cousin Marcus. Someone threw a whole brick in the Neiman Marcus. Help me put the whole mannequin in the charger. You should have been downtown. The people are rising. Look around. We thought it was a lockdown. They opened the fire. Them bullets flying. Who said it was a lockdown? Goddamn lie. Ooh-wee.
Coming right here? Yeah. Come on. On that sunny day, didn't know I'd meet such a beautiful girl walking down the street. Seen those bright brown eyes with tears coming down. She deserves a crown, but where is it now? Mama, listen, senorita, I feel for you. You deal with things that you don't have to do. He doesn't love you, I can tell by his charm. But you can my mind. Girl, don't you slow it down. If we carry on this way, this thing might leave the ground. How would you like to fly? The summer queen should ride. But you still deserve the crown. Why hasn't it been found? Mama, listen. Senorita, I feel for you. Feel for you. You deal with things that you don't have to do. He doesn't love you. I can tell by his tone. He don't love you, baby. But you can feel this real love. Feel it. You just say it, my won't you lay my mama lay my baby, won't you lay my Lucy Lou with my girl Drew, Cameron D and Destiny, Charlie's Angels. Come on. Question, tell me what you think about me. I buy my own diamonds and I buy my own rings. Only ring your celly when I'm feeling lonely. When it's all over, please get up and leave. Question, tell me how you feel about this. Try to control me, boy, you get dismissed. Pay my own condo and I pay my own bills. Always 50-50 in relationships. The shoes on my feet, I bought. The clothes I'm wearing, I bought. The rock I'm rocking, I bought. 'Cause I depend on me if I want it. The watch I'm wearing, I bought. The house I live in, I bought. The car I'm driving, I bought. I depend on me, I depend on me. All the women, throw your hands up at me. All the honeys making money, throw your hands up at me. All the mamas rocking dollars, throw your hands up at me. All the ladies truly feel me, throw your hands up at me. Girl, I didn't know you could get down like that. Charlie, how your angels get down like that. Girl, I didn't know you could get down like that. Charlie, how your angels get down like that. Tell me how you feel about this. Do what I want, live how I wanna live. I worked hard and sacrificed to get what I get. Ladies, it ain't easy being independent. Question, how'd you like this knowledge that I brought? Bragging on that cash that he gave you is the front. If you're gonna brag, make sure it's your money you fund. Depend on no one else to give you what you want. Shoes on my feet, clothes I'm wearing, watch I'm rocking, 'cause I depend on me if I want it. The watch I'm wearing, the house I live in, the car I'm driving, I depend on me, I depend on me. Hey, hey, all the honeys making money, throw your hands up at me, baby. Throw your hands up at me. All the ladies truly feel me, throw your hands up at me.
Friday night and the lights are low, looking out for a place to go, where they play the right music, getting in the swing. You come to look for a place. Anybody could be that guy. body's young and the music's high. With a bit of rock music, everything's fine. Don't even move the dance. And when you get the chance, you are the dancing queen, young and sweet, only 17. Dancing queen, feel the beat from the tambourine. You can dance, you can jive, having the time of your life. See that girl, watch that scene, digging the dancing queen. You're a teasy to turn it on, leave them burning and then you're gone.
Okay, everybody, welcome back. I hope y'all had a chance to get a drink, to make yourself comfortable, to get a snack. We're going to get moving right along with the rest of our show. As a reminder, the folks that are behind Luya, running this stream, doing this whole thing, this is a volunteer thing. We don't take any corporate or grant money. We do this because we are huge poetry nerds. So if you are enjoying the show tonight, please feel free to Venmo us or to Cash App us. Any amount is fine, suggested $5, but also totally understand that it is hard out there for a lot of us right now. So if your $5 could be better spent on making sure that you can eat tomorrow or whatever, no hard feelings. So up next, we have another first timer to the Luya stage. I am super, super excited to bring up Nicole. Nicole, are you ready? Hi.
Hello, I'm ready.
Wow, I love this lip color. I'm so excited to hear your poems. Take it away, Nicole.
All right. So this poem is from 2017. I haven't really written things in a while, but I was really excited when I saw the theme for tonight because I knew that I had content already. And so this is called, content warning is hallucinations and anxiety. So just so you know. It's called I'm Sorry, I'm Trying. I'm sorry, I'm trying to be the best daughter. And honestly, I don't think I'm trying as hard as I could be to be your best daughter. I have left dishes undone and bathrooms dirty and all the lights on. I'm sitting in bed waiting for you to die. The shower is running and you're sobbing and blasting Mad World by Tears for Fears. I'm 9 and I don't realize how fitting it is. You're picking your scalp in the bathroom mirror and I beg you to stop ripping out your hair, and you scream about the bugs crawling through your head and how you smell gas. The house is gonna blow up. We're all going to die. There are demons here, you say. They open the doors and let themselves in. So you sit with Bibles open on your bed and pray, meditate, anything to alleviate your pain. And I'm 9. I'm afraid. My life is your life, and I'm living through your eyes and catching your disease. Here I am, again. Sorry, I'm trying to be your best sister, friend, girlfriend, student, niece, employee, and honestly, I don't think I'm trying as hard as I could be to be your best anything. I'm waiting for you to tell me the house is on fire.
Wow. Just like us eldest children that run Luya feel this very hard. Like you really went there. That was beautiful, Nicole. People, I just want to show you some comments here. We have a lot of OMGs. We have I'm crying. I have chills. Can't wait to hear the next one.
So yeah, I lately, in general, like the reason these poems have been brought up again is like thinking about how my history and my parents' history and my parents' parents' history. There's a lot of things that connect us, and a lot of like beautiful things that connect us, and a lot of things that have caused us harm. And I think through each generation, we're trying to, break those curses. And a lot of that for my family has been mental illness. And this next one is this is from 2016, and this is kind of like me coping back then, and kind of now, honestly. But we're all just doing the best we can within our circumstances, and yeah. So this is called I Told Her I Was Okay. I told her I was okay, have been for a month. Now I hate that I said that, because now I have anxiety. And maybe it's because I'm hungry, but I drank 250 calories of medium Dunkin' Donuts cream and sugar coffee. Now I'm sipping on water from the tap and twisting my spine back. Across my heart beats fast. I told her I was okay for a month, and I feel it crawling between my shoulder blades, pressing beneath my shoulder blades, strangling my neck. Now, focus on your breath. I'm always worried my anxiety will push everyone away from me, or worse, this unflattering, rhyming anxiety course curse will bring them to me, and they'll hit me because I asked them to, because I've been so happy. That's it.
Nicole, thank you so much. I really hope you come read again. Please come read again.
I hope I can get to a point where I'm creating again, actually. Mm-hmm. So I would really love to get my crap together.
Yeah, and until then, no one else on Luya's platform has heard your previous poem. So you can just be like, oh yeah, this is new. I wrote this yesterday. No one will know. Again, thank you so much, Nicole. If y'all like what you hear, please feel free to follow Nicole at Nicole M. Ga'a. It is scrolling along the bottom. And up next, we have all the way from New York. Well, from New York, but currently in California. I don't know. She'll tell you. Make some noise for Roxy. Hi.
Hey, everyone. Is the sound okay here?
Yes.
Cool. Yes, I am currently in California at my family's house, but I am from New York. So, yeah, time difference is kicking my ass. All right, so I'm going to start with a free write that I wrote in July. And the trigger warning here is depression. Mind you, I haven't read this out loud, so it probably will just sound exactly how my mind sounded at that time. Okay. Today, I cried the type of thunderstorm that shakes the window panes from the inside out. Overflowing drain. I fantasize about those movie scenes where the sad girl sits in the shower knowing I am too afraid of catching a cold to commit to my own cleansing. Hyperventilating now, breath becomes tornadoes. Oxygen escapes my lungs in cyclones, cycle quickly refilled between gasps and hiccups. When they tell you to say it with your chest, do they mean like this? Does the tugging in every direction just mean more room is being made for the heart? Does the swelling subside sooner than the half-life of this liquored liver? How the words feel like an uppercut traveling from stomach pit to throat, thrashing, demanding to be heard, and yet open mouth swears silence. I search for voice in the droplets hitting tile. I needed the sound to show up. I needed to know it was worth something to feel this nothing. I wanted to know that I could still live in my truth and that loneliness was a liar. That is the first poem.
That was a free write?
Yeah.
Like, casual. This is a free write. Never read it before. That was amazing. I just want to show you this one comment that was just a bunch of exclamation points, like speechless.
I love that.
Talent. Yeah. Ready for the
Thank
next
you.
one.
Okay. So this is going to be a reading from the chapbook that I dropped a little bit ago. It's called Imprint. I remember reading an article on imprinting one day in class. It fascinates me that science dictates certain animals will love the first thing they'll see for the rest of their lives. Science also dictates that if some animals lose the one that's been imprinted on them, they would never truly be the same. They'll see that being as an irrevocable part of their life forever. I look back on that article and wonder if that's what happened with me and you, and if I just didn't realize that until it was too late. I wonder if your face was burned into my memory, or if I subconsciously choose to see it. I wonder if there's something tying us together even though circumstances have inevitably torn us apart. I wonder if you think of us in the same way, or if you've already somehow broken the laws of nature and found someone else. Because the scariest part is not the process itself, but that sometimes the one imprinted on you isn't the one you belong with. Sometimes they're imprinted simply because you saw them first, and you just go through life believing there's no one else for you better than them. What if I'll never forget you only so you'll never remember me? That's it.
Yo, Roxy, you always end with the lines that just make me go. Yeah, everyone, while Roxy's on screen, look at her. She's so great. I dropped a link to her chapbook in the YouTube comments. You can go to, where? I'm just showing you a comment. Dang, with all of these A's.
I love
wow.
this. Thank you.
Yes, Roxy. You can get Roxy's chapbook on Etsy. If you look for Renaissance Roxy, you will find it. And up next, we have Najla, and on deck we have Syra. But before that, I just want to remind everybody that you can go ahead and contribute to our collective poem. There's some really fire lines in there that I see already. So if you go to tiny.cc/Luya23, you can contribute to our collective poem, which we will read at the end of the show. You can also contribute to our Venmo or our Cash App, Open Your Purse, for those of you who have a purse to open at the moment, and give us some money. We would appreciate it. Okay, and right now we have Najla.
Hi, everyone. Can you hear me okay?
Yes. Is this technically like your first like regular Luya open mic?
Yes, this is my very first.
Yeah. This is Najla's first Luya, but we have worked together in the past. We put together a really cool open mic show for the local Illinois election season, and Najla performed there, but I'm so happy to have her performing for us in this virtual space. Take it away.
All right. So I don't have anything related to the theme. This is a poem I wrote last year. But just a little backstory on the poem that I wrote. I wrote this kind of in inspiration, in response to 45 telling 3 congresswomen to go back to where they came from. And I was thinking about my own experiences and my people who've been told explicitly to go back to where they came from, and being in spaces where people implicitly tell you don't belong here. So thinking about that, thinking about my own experiences, this poem kind of came out in a bit of a frustration, but the title is literally "To the People That Told Me to Go Back to Where I Came From." You see brown skin and hijab and tell me I'm not America. But you don't know that I am mixed blood, Ravenswood and India, that my aunties and uncles crossed waters and skies, left their beloved Hyderabad so their children could have better lives. You don't know the turmoil of language barriers and confusion navigating Chicago train stations, that my auntie came here in jappals and asari. She didn't know about the brutal chills of the Windy City. You don't know the extra work shifts, the crowded apartments, studying for citizenship tests, proving our Americanness. You don't know the evenings my mother went to ESL classes, briefly abandoning her mother tongue in those moments as she struggled to find home in a new language. The sacrifices made by my people are endless. Without them, I wouldn't have made it. Leaving rickshaws and pani puri stalls, big family gatherings and former jobs, greeting better opportunities with open arms to live an American dream our families could lead for better futures. Now we are the future. They have watered their children, now blossomed into doctors, social workers, and teachers, taught to be kind and help others. You see me and say, I am not America, but we are so much more than what you think we are. You tell me to go back to where I came from, but this is where I am from. Skyscrapers and deep dish, chance to snap where you can't catch it, community organizers and justice, Sears Tower, not Willis, my cousin screaming with Michael Jordan's famous 1989 shot, art, diversity, and poetic thought, building bridges, fighting raids, Chicago with its resilient soul is what I call home. But my mother's biryani and shalwar khamis pay homage to another city. My soul and spirit carries complex identities from different countries. I am America and India and Muslim and woman and poet who comes from a family of immigrants. So don't you dare tell me to go back to where I came from, because this is where I am from.
Wow. I'm so happy I got to hear that live. So I feel like you might have sent a version of this to me way back, and I read through it and I was like, I need to hear this performed. That was amazing. Do you have another piece for us today?
That's all I got today.
All right. Well, if y'all want to read more of Nesla's poetry, you can follow them if you look at the screen below at Brownie Hijabi on Instagram and on Twitter. Are you on the Twitter?
I am. I could link it in the chat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Speaking of Twitter, Luya is also on Twitter. And if you follow us on Twitter, you have the benefit of being clued into all of the various writing and submission opportunities that exist in the world. Pro tip for you aspiring poets out there, that a lot of places where you can submit your writing to, submit your poetry to, or places that are posting like fellowships or internships or straight up jobs in the publishing or writing fields tend to make good use of Twitter, and we try to retweet as much as we can to be a resource for y'all. Also, Twitter is just where all of the memes and ridiculousness are, so follow us on Twitter. We're entertaining most of the time. And up next, but certainly always a favorite at Luya, one of our very own, our programs and communications director, Syra. Are you ready?
Yes.
And you can follow Syra at Syra because they're so cool that they just have their name.
I'm like Prince.
You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, one name like Prince and Madonna and Beyonce.
All right. Wow. You can see our glow in the dark rosary behind me. So I got two for y'all. One is a draft from this past week called Egg. It's about the Matrix. Egg. To dream is to know what is real, because one is other. But which is it? Bodies are at best a suggestion, and I am a program error, a glitch of a guy. But who left me here? Am I encoder or code?
In being known, I know home, and I am my oldest friend welcoming me at the doorstep. Here, home is no longer precarious because there's light and heat inside. Yes to utilities, hashtag cancel rent. And my skull rattles a star, all this predicated by the lack of earth in my chart. And I know the sky was right all along. I'm not falling, but rising and flying. Other hands blister while I open up clouds and drape sunbeams across my nape. My feet know no calluses and finally pop and crack. In my soul immenseness, that's the first poem.
Wow, that sounds so good out loud. I just want to show a couple comments.
Start talking because I'm trying to find the second poem.
Okay, while Sarah finds their second poem, may I remind you to go off in the comments about things that you love or lines that you really like. Also, after Sarah, our show will be wrapping up with our collective poem. So if you forgot to write a line, but you really want to write one, you should go to tiny.cc/Luya23 and write a line. Are you ready, Sarah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, bye.
Okay, this one also from this past week. It doesn't have a title. Well, it's named after, it's just August 4th, 2020 for now. The orthodontist didn't ask. He said, after the braces, you'll of course be getting jaw surgery for cosmetic reasons. And when my classmates asked how it went, I laughed and said, well, I've been diagnosed as ugly. But to be real, I love the fault lines in my face, where my mouth erupts lava and golden ratios, hardened to common stone, next to glistening light and dark browns. I love how the corners of my smile compete to give me the biggest toothy grin, straight but crooked, and built by a master bricklayer, each jaw with a different center, like orbiting stars. And who am I to pull stars out of the sky? Thank you.
But who am I to pull the stars out of the sky? That's such a good poem. Okay, everyone. So with that, we are at the end of our open mic. We're going to read the collective poem. Hopefully everyone got to contribute to it. Wait, no, Syra, come back. Or not. You don't have to come back. Oh, hi. Okay, so this collective poem is called Curses. And I'm just going to quickly read to you our theme description so y'all can remember what the deal is here. So, at its most basic, a curse is an expression of ill will. How do you break a curse, whether in its first generation or 100th? If countered with a blessing, what will grow? Examples of curses include, but are not limited to, capitalism, yuck, intergenerational trauma, the curse of the Billy Goat on the Chicago Cubs, which they broke, and the post-Jordan curse on the Chicago Bulls, which they have yet to break. We're waiting. Okay, this is what y'all wrote. Wow, I'm so sorry that respecting me doesn't fit with your ego. The thought rises as I see you bathed in the river of dust, the bones of memory, the tides of our ancestors that say that your life matters so much. Well, my life matters too, and I think we are both forgetting that. The proof is in the pudding. My blood, sweat, and tears, every time I think something must be wrong with me, I remember the fact that I'm still here means that I'm doing something right, and no one can disassemble me or unroot me from the legacy that precedes me. But I must be mindful. Those voices that guided me to this moment have also guided you to try and cross me. Our ancestors, although together, did not agree on everything, and such this history will repeat once more. If I'm not being completely my most comfortable self, my heartache will never end. No matter who's against me, my curses will never continue. I refuse to let seeds planted by the spirits of my past turn sour and soar into trees of spiteful shade. Instead, I read Aracelis Gourmet and repeat her question. What to do with this knowledge that our living is not guaranteed? Wow. Y'all really went there with this poem. That was wonderful. So if y'all do not already follow us on social media, we are at Luya Poetry on Instagram, on Twitter, and also on Facebook. Look out for our virtual programming for the rest of this year and possibly beyond, but hopefully not beyond that, but probably beyond that.
This Saturday, we have a collab coming up. It alongside the Bolosan Center for Filipino Studies, PNDA, Lahi Arts, and the Digital Sala. Me, Chris, one of the previous performers, Leah, and our two other friends, Hari and Jason, will be teaching a poetry workshop. No huge spoilers, but it'll be about like Filipino futurism, which will be cool, and that'll be happening. It's a span of 2 hours. That's the second hour. The first hour will be a reading with all of us and a short Q&A. So we're really excited to be collabing with our friends, creating the spaces we want to see, radical poetry, and just having fun and teaching with our friends. So come out to that. It's at 2 p.m. Pacific time. So that's 4 p.m. here and 5 p.m. Eastern.
Mm-hmm. Yes, someone commented and asked, can we share the link for that event? We will share the link on our social media, so look out for that. You can also follow at the Digital Sala for updates. Just so folks know, it is through the Bolosan Center at UC Davis, which is the Center for Filipino Studies.
Also,
any other things?
It's about like all the people are Filipino and us and our friends, but you don't have to be Filipino. Also, you don't have to be like consider yourself a poet or a writer. It's in you. We're gonna get it out of you.
Yes, and the workshop is free.
Yes,
free
that's the most important part.
The workshop is free, and I'm pretty sure that the workshop has a very high limit of attendees. So please come out, listen to some really fantastic poets read, and also take you through a workshop that'll be over 2 weekends. And this Saturday is the first weekend. And with that, y'all have a great night. Wear your masks, practice social distancing, and continue to rage against the machine and fuck 12 and work towards a world where cops and prisons don't exist. We love you.
Drink water and get sleep.
Yes, drink water, get sleep.